Hi, dear students and friends. I'm Heather, and today I'll be throwing some light on a very important subject that is balancing priorities. Now, a question that comes to mind is how to successfully manage tasks, deadlines, and expectations. Now, let me introduce this subject to you. In our increasingly competitive world, we all need to be more productive than ever. Not only must we do our jobs in less time and with fewer resources, we often work for more than one boss and on more than one team. As a result, we may face conflicting tasks, deadlines, and expectations, making it difficult to identify what's the most important thing to do. Furthermore, the transformation in our workplaces brought about by technology have, in addition to many benefits, increased the speed and complexity of our work. Now, this course will enable you to properly prioritize your obligations, allowing you to improve performance and productivity. As a result, you'll be able to achieve a better work-life balance. You'll minimize the stress related to managing your tasks efficiently and ultimately improve your working relationships. Now, there are some obstacles to managing your priorities, like lack of clear, relevant goals, vague expected outcomes, failure to determine what's important and what's not, failure to realistically estimate time needed for tasks, activities, and responsibilities, lack of planning, procrastination, unrealistic expectations, poor communication, failure to respond to change, trying to do everything yourself instead of focusing on the work that only you can do. Now, what it takes to manage multiple priorities. We may not be able to control everything that makes it difficult to manage our priorities, but nonetheless, there are steps to take to improve your ability to prioritize work. Like set relevant goals, prioritize your tasks and responsibilities, identify work that others could do, organize your workspace, data, and files, schedule everything, including your personal time. That is very important. Manage conflicting expectations. Identify time-wasting activities. Make the best use of your time. Assess the pros and cons of technological tools. Identify and learn to use tools for managing your priorities more successfully. Now, let's come over to Module 1, that is what's important. When faced with multiple priorities, questions to ask are: what should I do first? What can wait a while? What really doesn't need to be done? Now, answers to these questions are particularly important when you're pressed for time or faced with conflicting expectations. Now, it's impossible to answer these questions without having goals. Now, goals describe your destination so that you can decide where to focus your efforts and your time. Now, setting clear, relevant goals will help you sort your priorities by order of importance. Focus your time and effort on what really needs to be done. Avoid time-wasting activities. Now, here's an example. Once you have identified your goals, break them down into action steps for achieving these goals. Now, then estimate how much time each step is likely to take. And you can create a chart like the one shown here to help you outline the actions and time needed to complete them. Now, it's a simple chart. For example, a serial is given, an action is required, time needed, and remarks. Now let's see how we do it. Now I've given a serial 1, Action is, let's suppose, collection of contact details. Now the time required, maybe it's 1 week. Remarks either endorsed by your boss, or you being the manager or the boss can endorse your remarks on the progress that is being given to you by your colleagues. Now here you can add some other columns to further explain the details. Now first, I have given a CL over here and then action. But here I have added another column, that is date. You can call it initiation date, when the so-called action was initiated. And even you can have another column over here where you can have the completion time, completion date. So it's not that a complex thing to understand, or it's not rocket science. It's very simple. You have a serial, you have a date, you have the action to be taken and the time required for that action, and remarks where you can fill in the required remarks. So it helps you in keeping an update of your daily progress, or if not daily, it can be particular to a goal that has been given to you or assigned to you, or the goal that you have tasked to somebody else. So it will give a progress of what is happening, how much time is required, and what is the current progress.